Wow, what a beautiful day. Um, I was told that at the event like this, they usually save the best speaker for the last. So I'm the last one. Now, you may not believe that, but I really do. Well, you're supposed to laugh because that was my joke, and I worked really hard on that one too. So, Bing, Lily, and everyone, I really my hand off to you guys. I appreciate so much. A few weeks ago was Ace. Now you guys, without you guys, we cannot do it. So I really, really appreciate deep of my heart, especially Lily. Man, Lily, where is it? She's my dragon lady. I tell you that. She's really at it. So typically I speak. I don't prepare a note. I want to speak from my heart. And I usually use story to make my point. And here's my story. So a few weeks ago, I asked a friend of mine named Johnny. I said, Johnny, come out and join me in this event. Okay. And this is what he said. He said, you know what, Philip, crime, hate, and racial motivated attack against Asians is as old as America. So why all of a sudden we make a big fuss out of this? Why all of a sudden we make a big fuss out of this, right? Well, typical Philip answer would be F you, but I didn't. I hold back. I realized that the last election I lost quite a few friends. So my wife constantly tell me that, honey, you gotta keep some of them for a rainy day, So I didn't say nothing. I just say, I calmly and I thought for a moment. I said, well, Johnny, when is a good time to fight against racism? When? If not now, then when? See, what Johnny really meant is that for years and years, us Asian Americans just take it in. We accept it. We taught to walk away from all this. Okay. And too often we sit on the side and we when it comes to racism, it's between the black and the white, the brown and the black, whatever. For us, we are minority. We are the exceptions. We came to America, we do well, we accelerate, we are among the highest income earner in the US. We are the exception. We're not the victim. Right? We don't want to be identified as a victim. So too often, here's the thing. If it happened to us, too many of us not only did not report it, we hide it because we don't want to be identified as a victim. We don't want, to reflect as a bad karma. What have you done to receive such an act, right? That's culturally thin. That's stupid and need to be stopped. So you need to report the crime list, right? But anyway, go back to Johnny. I said, Johnny, so what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Are you waiting until it comes to your turn, to your family, and then you ask for help? If that's the case, I won't be there. You know what I mean? I won't be there for you. If you not be here for us now. So Johnny cannot tell me when is good time to fight against racism. So he go like, you know what, I run a small business, I don't want to be in politics. And I said, Johnny, this is not about politics. This is not about Republican versus Democrat. Some of them make them to be so, but it's not. It is about the fight for America. It's a fight for all of us. See, we need to stop thinking racism, stand up against racism, is one race fight the other race. It's not so. Because I have seen it racist black, I have seen it racist yellow, I have seen it racist all kind. I have seen with my own eye racism against white. So none of them are acceptable. So it is not a fight between one race with the other race, but a fight for all of us Americans. Okay. So he was going like all this patriotic thing. And I said, you know what? There's nothing about patriotic, nothing about being American more patriotic than no higher calling than to fight against something that like a cancer, something like a disease that threatens to destroy our community, our nation. So nothing more important than to stand up for America than stand up to fight against racism. It's not about Republican and Democrat. Some of them make them be so, right? Okay. Some of them think of, well, this is a tactic the Democrat using, okay, to divide Americans further. Well, if you are a Republican, you should not accept that. This is not. You should not let the Democrat own that. And if you are the Democrat, you should not accept the other ways either. All right? Our country, both parties have fought too long, too hard, to sacrifice to the unified of this country. Racism is something that can destroy the fabric that holds us together as a nation. So it is the fight for all of us, not just the yellow, the black, the white, okay? Not Republican, Democrat. See, some of them make it to be so. So I said, Johnny, okay, where are you today? Where are you? See, this is my closing message to my Asian American. At a time like this, don't let nobody tell you, oh, because you're Asian, because you speak an accent, you born from somewhere else, you're an immigrant, you are not fully American. Accept it. See, don't let them convince them. You are as American as anyone else. During this time like this, okay, we must not let, okay, our love for our nation, our love for the USA, our pledge of allegiance to the great country be faltered just because someone thinks that we are not American, okay? But it's time for us to really stand up, okay, and own it and say it. I love this country. I'll fight it all I can because I owe to it. So Johnny, where are you today? Thank you. Thank you.
That's my brother. So, as you can see on your program that I'm supposed to give closing remarks, and I will tell you there's nothing else that I can say that has not been said. So I want to end by reading to you a letter that I received from our Kent County Administrator. He's not an elected official.